Have you ever wondered how the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas began? Well, it's a tale that goes back several decades. Post-World War II, the world witnessed the birth of a new nation, Israel. However, this formation wasn't without cost. The establishment of Israel led to the displacement of many Palestinians, triggering a series of events that would echo through history. Fast forward to 1987, a pivotal year in our narrative. This is when Hamas was founded, a group that arose in response to what they perceived as Israeli oppression. They emerged as a potent force, committed to the cause of Palestinian liberation. The historical context of this conflict is crucial. The formation of Israel and the subsequent displacement of Palestinians, the rise of Hamas in response to perceived Israeli transgressions, these are not just isolated events but pieces of a larger puzzle. They are the roots that have grown into the present conflict, shaping the narrative we see unfolding today. This historical tension set the stage for the current conflict we see today. Now let's discuss a recent development. Ismail Haniyeh, senior leader of Hamas, has reportedly sought help from Pakistan. While addressing the national dialogue on the sanctity of Al-Aqsa Mosque and responsibility of the Muslim Ummah held in Islamabad, Haniyeh made a compelling call for Pakistan's intervention. He painted a picture of Pakistan as a brave country and a land of mujahideen, the people who fight for Islam. In his speech, Haniyeh made a bold assertion that Pakistan's strength could potentially halt the ongoing conflict. He expressed a firm belief that Pakistan's resistance could force Israel to cease its perpetration of cruelty. He also highlighted the sacrifices made by Palestinians in this war and remained hopeful about Pakistan's potential to influence the course of the conflict. It's clear that Haniyeh sees Pakistan as a crucial player in this complex geopolitical puzzle. His statements underscore the desperation and determination of Hamas to resist Israeli aggression. But what has been the impact of this conflict on the people caught in the crossfire? The human cost of this conflict is staggering. In the midst of the turmoil, approximately 16,000 Palestinians have been arrested, their lives disrupted and their futures uncertain. But the toll doesn't stop there. The bombings of Gaza have forced tens of thousands to flee their homes, leaving behind remnants of their lives in the rubble. The streets that once echoed with the laughter of children and the bustling activities of daily life now lay silent, save for the mournful whistle of the wind through the debris. The casualties are more than just numbers on a page. Each one represents a life cut short, a family torn apart, a community in mourning. Mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, friends and neighbors, all bearing the brunt of this relentless bombardment. In the face of such devastation, it's easy to lose sight of the individuals affected. But we must remember, these are people with dreams and aspirations, with lives that mattered, lives that continue to matter, even in the face of such overwhelming adversity. The toll of this conflict is immense and the end is not yet in sight. So, what could the future hold for this volatile situation? One possible scenario is the involvement of Pakistan, as called upon by Ismail Haniyeh. Should this brave nation heed Haniyeh's call, the dynamics of the conflict could shift considerably. Pakistan's military strength and strategic position could potentially alter the balance of power. However, this involvement is not without its perils. It could further inflame tensions or even broaden the scope of the conflict. Haniyeh's warnings against diplomatic ties between Islamic nations and Israel underline another potential future complication. As the world becomes more interconnected, diplomacy becomes more complex, and alliances more fluid. If Islamic nations begin to establish diplomatic ties with Israel, it could lead to a radical reshaping of regional politics, with unpredictable consequences for the Palestinian cause. The role of the international community will also be crucial in shaping the future of this conflict. International pressure and diplomatic intervention could play a significant role in pushing for peace. However, achieving a fair and lasting resolution will require concerted efforts from all sides and a willingness to navigate the complex terrain of historical grievances, territorial disputes, and ideological differences. The path to peace is fraught with challenges, but it is the hope of millions that a resolution can be found.